Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Renee, and I make videos about living with purpose and getting out of your own freaking way. It's been a while, I know that. I kind of did a little bit of a pause on this channel, on my purpose course, on everything, because I rebuilt everything from the ground up. So let's talk. I recently decided to set down and redo all of my goals and my vision for the next year and a half. And the reason I did that is because I realized there were some things that I was working towards that weren't aligned with who I am and where I feel like I'm going. Like, what is my path that I'm supposed to be on? I actually do this once a year. I sit down and kind of redo everything once a year. Sometimes even twice a year, depending on what is going on in my life. So I figured I'd make a video and share it out with you guys. This is how I set my goals and broke things down and what I'm going to be working on over the next, year and a half, hopefully. And what I'm planning to do with this channel is actually document this stuff. I want to document my journey of reaching these goals over the next year and a half and bring you along with me and teach you things along the way. Teach you how I do it. Teach you the tools I use, how I, come up with this kind of stuff. And just, let's cheer each other on. I want to cheer you on your goals too. All right, so let's jump into what my goals are and how I set them. All right, so here is my Miro board for my Vision 2025. So yes, 2025, I know it's 2023 now. This is supposed to be a year and a half in the future. So it's supposed to be spring 2025. I'm going to walk you through this Miro board and we're going to talk about what my vision is. There are, I think, 6 main goals, plus there's 2 extra ones here that are not, I wouldn't consider main goals, but are kind of just other things. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this one. So one of my huge goals is I want to build a strong community of purpose-led high performers. So basically, y'all. I want to, build this community up. I want to support you guys in your journey and really focus on living purposeful lives and getting out of your own way to become the person that you want to be. And in order to do that, I'm going to be having a monthly physical newsletter, like a newsletter on paper that gets mailed out to people once a month with basically just month by month, step by step growth to become who you want to be. So that, plus I need to sell, I want to market myself. I want to get out there. The way I see marketing is the more I get myself out there, the more I'm going to be able to help people. The more I'll be able to find the people that, need what I have to teach. I'm not here to sell my stuff to everyone, right? Because not everyone's going to need my help. But for the people who, are out there that really need this information, I want to get it in front of them. So that's what I'm going to do with that part. I'm going to just sell the thing, right? Market myself, get myself out there, and build this community up. Be helpful to people. All right, so that's my first major goal, right? The second major goal is I want to speak intermediate conversational Korean. Yes, Korean. Why, you may ask me, do you want to speak intermediate conversational Korean? There's 2 reasons. For one, I watch a lot of K-dramas, Korean dramas, and it'd be really nice to actually be able to watch these things and kind of understand them natively versus going through subtitles. And second, if all things go well, in the spring of 2025, I'm going to be in Korea again. So I would like to be able to actually speak Korean this time. So yes, that's goal number 2. Goal number 3 is to pay off my debts. I have debts, student debts, that kind of thing, and a few debts that happened during COVID when I lost my job and things went all nuts. So I want to pay all that off, and part of that is going to be earning more money on the side as I build up my purposeful community. But then I also need to limit my expenses and figure out just like plan out how to pay everything off. All right, so that's goal 3. And we're going to come up here to the top. And this goal is I want to weigh 125 pounds and be an energetic, flexible, and strong stick spinner. So if you don't know what stick spinning is, it's a form of flow arts. It's kind of like a combination of, well, it's really just dancing with a stick. You have this, there's like a stick thing. I'll post another video showing like me trying to learn the basics of stick spinning. But that is what I, like where I want my focus to be when it comes to health and exercise. I will probably also be doing dancing because I'm a big fan of dance. But the stick spinning is kind of like the new thing I want to add in to my goals. So I want to, things that involve that. I want to get back in the practice of doing yoga. I want to fix my food intake. I'm not the best eater right now. I want to actually learn how to do stick spinning and just overall like get healthier, right? So I have it broken down into those sub parts and then like how am I planning to do those. All right, next goal is I want to have an amazing capstone project for Minerva. Now, Minerva is the university that I'm currently going to. I am taking the next year off in order to earn some money, pay off some debts, and really focus on my other, building up my community, my other goals. However, I want to be thinking about what am I going to do for my capstone project, and which is like the senior thesis that everyone has to do in order to graduate from this university. So I want to use my Antinet, which is my like physical Zettelkasten that I have built, to support me in my project. And so I'm planning on starting to do readings and, work my way towards that during this year that I'm taking as a gap year. So basically building my Antinet and then like picking a good project and something I really want to do. All right. And my very last goal that of the like 6 core main goals is I want to write a novel. I have had this novel idea. It's related to purpose and all the stuff that I teach in the purpose community, but I want to write a novel about it. I've had this idea for a little while now, a couple of years, and I just haven't really focused on it. So recently I joined a novel writing club, and I'm putting a little effort towards actually getting the novel out on paper. So that involves, planning and outlining it, and then just writing regularly, preferably with a group of people. So I've joined weekly co-working, and then I've joined a weekly critique group. So all right, so those are like my 6 core goals that I want to work towards over the next year and a half. And then I have 2 other things down here. One of those is just kind of like a meta goal, which is like becoming the person that can actually do this better. Like I'm already fairly good at goal reaching and living, being a high performer and trying to get all my stuff done. But it's a never ending process, right? We can always improve, we can always get better. And so I want to make that happen. So I'm going through I'm going through a couple different books. I'm going through a glow up journal and just trying to improve who I am. And then the last little node here is other, which is basically not related to my vision, but just things I gotta do. I mean, we all have to do our taxes, right? So I just decided to include those just to make this kind of a complete overview of my life in the next year and a half. All right, there you have it. That's my vision for 2025, or like at the beginning of 2025, a year and a half from now. I hope that you come along for the journey. Set your own goals. Let's keep each other accountable. This channel is going to be me trying to document this process. I'm going to show you how I improve in my Korean, in my community building, in my stick spinning, in my novel writing. I'll make separate videos for each of these goals, kind of walking you through what am I doing, how am I doing it, and so you can see my progress as we go along. So if that interests you, do subscribe to this channel. And if you want an even easier way to keep up with me, I have a weekly email list, completely free, where I'm both going to kind of keep you informed with my goals progress, but also teach you ways to live more purposely. And as a bonus, if you sign up for that list, I do give the very first step to my living purposely process, which is called the clarity process, for free. Join the list. I'll walk you through that exercise. It's just powerful. It's a powerful exercise in and of itself. So if you do nothing else with me, I highly recommend going through that process and getting more clarity in your life. All right, with that, cheers. I will be back hopefully very soon with videos about these goals, where I'm at now, tracking my progress, that sort of thing. And I look forward to taking you along on this journey. All right, with that, take care, have fun, and cheers.